All right, day 3 of the trip to Delgadito. As I told you yesterday, I didn't make much progress because I couldn't get in anyway, but I've been given green light last night. The roads are clear, they're dry, and it's safe now to make it all the way to the village without a 4x4. So today, before I leave, I just wanted to give all of you who don't really know the channel and don't know what this trip is all about. I'm in Guerrero Negro here. It's famous for its whales. It's the biggest sanctuary for mating and calving of the gray whale. It's also one of the 2 largest salt mines in the world. Small village of 16,000 people, which is very important to me because just before the pandemic, my daughter and I had our last day of normalcy. We had spent 2 weeks in the region and hadn't really grasped that people were in lockdowns and confinement, and it was an extreme contrast to leave total normalcy in San Diego and Tijuana and come back to empty streets and sort of post-apocalyptic sceneries. And we both remember very vividly our last conversation, observing people just having a normal life and not knowing what we were heading into. But the greater purpose to come here is that the state is on the southern end of the Baja Peninsula. So the Baja Peninsula starts just a little south of San Diego and stretches all the way to the popular resort of Los Cabos. And it's divided into 2 states. The southern one is the most arid location in Mexico. There is no raining season, and so water issues are very important. But it is the most northern stretch of the Pacific where you have mangroves. And this place that I keep telling about, El Delgadito, is the most northern patch of mangroves, but they are in such a harsh environment that they don't grow to these big, majestic tropical trees, and they're more like bushes. But they're very important still to controlling floods and hurricanes. They are important to the fisheries. They have lost 90% of their fish stock around that area in the last 5 years. So you can imagine how this impacts people having lost 90% of their income. So for a project to come in and restore mangroves, it gives people an income and also a purpose and something to do next to their usual activity of going out to sea and fish. So it's a great project. It's a beautiful area. There is an incredible austerity when you get close to the village. I haven't filmed anything on the road. It's the first time I ever use a GoPro. Maybe I'll try on this trip, maybe on the next one, to give you an idea of this incredible, barren last segment of the road where you are actually on dirt roads in the middle of wetlands. And actually, if you get lost, you can get stuck, and it happened to me once. Didn't get lost, but I did get stuck. And all of a sudden you get to this village, and there's all these green patches of mangroves, and you can see how the birds gravitate to it. When you're close to them, you see fishes and crabs and all sorts of life. And you can really tell how mangroves are such an important part of the planet's ecology. The site is full of information on that, so I won't bore you on the video about all the benefits of mangroves, but I invite you to follow whatever channel suits you best, and learn more about how important it is in your life, because mangroves impact life on this planet, and it is important to every single individual that lives on it. So that's the importance of saving them and growing them back up after having lost more than half of it, half of the mangrove forests since the 1940s. So the last 80 years, we've lost over 50% of the mangroves. So anyway, I wanted to give you a little bit more of a background. It's probably a 4.5 hour drive for me now. 2 more hours down the main highway and then off to the dirt roads and to the wetlands. So I'll see you tomorrow in El Delgadito.